Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. It's your brother Malachi coming with a quick hit. I've got an article here just talking about Babylon's fall, man. There's more store closings coming. This is a USA Today article. It says, more store closings coming. An estimated 12,000 shops could close by the end of 2019. And we've actually already seen, starting back, it basically started a couple years ago, but last year there was, I believe there was over like 3,000 stores closing, and I mean, it's just going to accelerate. So this is the article. The retail apocalypse isn't showing any signs of slowing down. 8 months into 2019, there have already been 29% more store closings announced than in all of 2018, according to a new report from global marketing research firm CoreSite Research. Based on CoreSite Research's figures, retailers' earning reports, bankruptcy filings, and other records, more than 7,600 stores are slated to shutter this year, and thousands of locations already gone. Bankrupt footwear company Payless Shoe Source, which closed its remaining U.S. stores in late June, accounts for about 37% of the closings. The going out of business sales and liquidation of other brands is expected to continue. CoreSite estimates closure could reach 12,000 by the end of the year, the report said. CoreSite, which has offices in Manhattan, London, and Hong Kong, tracked the 5,864 closings in 2018, which included all Toys R Us stores and hundreds of Kmart and Sears locations. Sears and Kmart store closings list 21 Sears and 5 Kmart locations to close in October. So that's literally a couple months away, man. That's Babylon is quickly closing up shop. It says Walgreens store closings. Drugstore chain plans to close 200 U.S. stores, according to new SEC filing. Yeah, I mean, there's more in this article. Let me get some precepts really quick. This is Luke chapter 6, verse 25. Woe to you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people are, going about their day. They're not worried about, this coming collapse. They're not worried about Yahushua ultimately coming back. They're not coming back to their power. They're still living in mirth. They're still, they still have that spirit of mirth on them. Just oblivious to what's happening right in front of their eyes, man. America's about to, change drastically, and it'll never be the same again. This is Revelation 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And yeah, here in America, which is, Mystery Babylon, that's pretty much what's going on. It's the habitation of devils. We got 2/3 of our people, these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who want to be just like Esau, which is the so-called white man. And, the Most High has now put a spirit over you guys to basically be oblivious to the things that are coming and that are literally happening right in front of you. Case being, store closings, which would indicate that, the economy's not doing well. And these are prophecies, man. You're not listening to the prophets preaching and prophesying daily, so there's literally, there's going to be destruction for you, man. But let me continue to the article. The record year for closings was 2017, with 8,139 shuttered stores, CoreSite found. This included an earlier round of Payless closings, the entire H.H. Gregg electronics and appliance chain, and hundreds of Sears and Kmart stores. And H.H. Gregg, that's not even that store was only open for a couple years, man. So, I mean, you a lot of the places, like I'll go and I'll see like certain shopping centers, they'll have like new stores being open, this and that, but in my opinion, I think they're only doing that just to make it look like Babylon is still moving, everything is normal. You know what I mean? But it's far from normal. I'm seeing way more Edomites literally homeless with, homeless signs, saying, help me, asking for money. You're seeing the plagues come upon them, the pestilences come upon them. There was another lady who died of the flesh-eating bacteria. I can't remember where, but literally it was within the last 3 to 4 days, man. So judgment, like I've said in previous videos, judgment is here. You're now in the time of judgment, man. And this country, for those of you who basically put your trust in this country, man, you're gonna fall right along with it. Matter of fact, let me get Revelation. This is Revelation 18 verse 6, and I'm gonna read down to 11, and that's gonna be my last precept. But the point is gonna be in 18:11. But in the spirit, you'll see where it's going. Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she hath glorified herself, and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And who is John basically who is the Lord speaking to John about? He's speaking about America, Lady Liberty, man. When you go in New York, and they have the statue, the tall Liberty statue, man. That's a woman, and that represents America, Mystery Babylon, okay? And she's never she's basically lived deliciously, and all the nations of the world have drunken of her cup of fornication. All the nations have modeled themselves to try to be just like her. And now what you're seeing is a lot of the countries now realize that following Esau was nothing but death. Okay, so now they're mad because it's ruining their societies as well. You know what I mean? So that's why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is putting a spirit on all these other nations to basically go against the whore. That's why the whore is going to be blown off the face of this earth, okay, as a memorial of what we came from, and I'm talking about the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, okay? It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, and that fire is the ICBM missiles. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And this is the point. Revelation 18:11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. And you're seeing this play out with the economy, okay? Today was another day where the economy did really bad. And I believe, matter of fact, let me get it. I think they said something about the mortgages has reached a all-time low. I can't find it right now, but it was something about the mortgage rates. I believe they've been the lowest they've been in 33 years. But as you're seeing on your screen, Dow Jones closed today. It was in a red, negative 90.75. S&P 500, negative 19.44. And just a couple days ago, they had a closing they dropped more than 700 points, man. So literally, Babylon is falling right before our eyes, man. And she's about to get her judgment, with those ICBM missiles. Okay? When all the nations are going to rise against her, and the Most High is going to send their arrows and basically encamp around her. Meaning they're all going to basically turn on the whore. Alright? So I hope this message was edifying. Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS for teaching me this truth and having the 100% truth. and the like men on the highways and byways teaching the like doctrine. Shalom to you. This your brother Malachi signing off.